Yes, good evening. Welcome to Red Corner Boxing and its prediction fight week number 13. And it's prediction week, gentlemen. 8 of them are in tonight so far. We're just waiting on another 2. But just to let you know, this program is sponsored by EasyStories.com for all your local and nationwide storage needs, and Octagon Blog. Fantastic jacket makers there on X. Give them a look on there. Or look at that fantastic piece of work.
Look that.
A new video just dropped out from there that just confirmed our booking for Reuters at Wembley there today. That for fantastic stuff. But look, it's fight week number 13 for you guys in League One. And let's get straight to it. And it's the first fight, it's the big fight over in America, the MVP card. And it's for the super lightweight undisputed fight between Taylor and Serrano. Now, Katie Taylor's 39 years of age, orthodox from Ireland, 24 wins, 6 inside distance with the 1 defeat. She was last out in November last year with the 10-round unanimous decision victory over Amanda Serrano, who was 47-1. Straight to it, gentlemen. It's the rematch. It's the big one. What do you say? Is it repeat or revenge? Håkan, our prediction league leader by some 59 points and running away with it this season. Could well be crowned 2025 champion season 1 by the end of August. Håkan, what are you saying to kick it off this week?
Thank you. I'm going for a split decision win for Amanda Serrano.
Amanda Serrano with a split decision win to kick it off. Young Sammy is in second place. He's 59 points behind, but he leads a host of contenders for second place so far, only by the merest of margins of 18 points. But we go to Brett the Boxing Man, Canada, in his car. Hope you're driving safely parked up, Brett. What are you saying for this one, big man?
Taylor split decision.
Taylor split decision this time. Oh, this is going to split the pack. This one, Digi Batter's in 4th place. He's only 3 points behind Brett. Pat, what are you saying?
Same as Brett. Katie Taylor split.
Split decision. It could be splits all the way here. Jams, my man, in 5th place. How are you doing, mate? And what are you saying?
I'm good, thank you, Mr. Neutral, and I'm going for Katie Taylor by majority decision.
A majority decision. He sees a draw on the scorecards there. Chance, Sampin Chance, what a wonderful channel over there in Canada. How you doing, big man? And what are you saying this week for Taylor and Serrano?
I'm going to go Katie Taylor, SD.
Another split decision for Katie Taylor. Carl from the Last Bell Boxing. He'll be meeting me at Wembley. But in the meantime, he's got business to do in Prediction League in 7th place. Carl, what you saying for Taylor and Serrano?
Taylor SD.
Taylor, another split decision. Darren, way down in 8th. And let's see,
Very nice.
28 points behind the pack. You need to have a solid one, Darren. What you say, mate?
Don't worry, that run's coming. I'm going to go Katie Taylor, SD.
A split decision for Katie Taylor. Unfortunately, Ra cannot be with us today. He will give us his prediction later. Man in relegation trouble all the way back there. But right, SWS Boxing has joined us. Young Sam, welcome to the show, mate. What's your prediction for Taylor and Serrano?
I'm going to go with Katie Taylor's split decision.
Another split decision for Katie Taylor. That's 6 of you that have gone for that. Only Håkan can see the Serrano split in League One. Moving on. Am I right in saying this is another undisputed fight between Ellie Scottney and Yemelith
Sorry,
Mercado?
Ra's joined us now, mate.
We got Ra just in time.
Apologies. Sorry.
No worries, my man. Punch Boxing's in the house. What are you saying for Taylor and Serrano very quickly, Ra?
Serrano TKO.
Serrano with a knockout for the 15 points. My man, loving it. Let's move on to the next
Even
fight.
a broken clock's right twice a day, isn't it? I'll let you have that one.
Oh, Mr. Happy Carl.
Love you, I love you. We've got a bit of background noise going up as well, haven't we, somewhere?
Yeah, can everyone make sure the TVs are turned down, or any radios, TVs, make sure they're turned down, please.
Brett, turn your ABBA music down, for God's sake.
Good road trip music is ABBA. You know that, mate.
Each their own. That must be the Canadian influence, you know.
They're Swedish, aren't they?
Yeah, same thing, though, isn't it?
Mr. Neutral, your sound seems to have dropped, brother.
You take people from anywhere in Canada, don't you?
Just can't wait for the host to drop back in because his sound seems to have gone. Shouldn't be a moment.
Technical itch, Jams, technical itch.
Could be anything, Carl. We never know. We never know.
No.
Jams, are you excited Ricky Hatton's coming back or what?
In a word, no.
No.
No. I went to his last fight, and that was enough for me, mate.
That was an exhibition one against. That was an exhibition, though, right?
Yeah, against Marco Antonio Barrera at the AO. Yeah, I was there for that, and trust me, it was no spectacle. I definitely don't need to see him back. I love Ricky, but
Stunk the place out, let's be honest.
yeah, he did. He did.
Right, can you hear me, gents?
Yeah, that's better, Neutral.
Right, that's better. Right, moving on very quickly. It's fight number 2 for bantamweight undisputed between Ellie Scott, leader Brett from 27 years of age. She's an orthodox, 10 wins, no defeats. Last out in January this year with a 10th round unanimous decision win over Mia Mortu, who was 20-0 at the time. Her opponent is Yamalef Mercado of Mexico. She's an orthodox with 24 wins, 5 inside the distance with 3 defeats. Last out in August of 24 with a 10-round unanimous decision win over Ramla Ali to claim that WBC title. Straight to you, Hakan. What are you saying for this one?
It's a WBA belt missing here, so it's a unified title.
Thank you.
I'm going for Ellie Scotney, UD.
Oh my.
UD. Thank you, Hakan. SWS.
Make that 2. Ellie Scotney, UD.
Thank you, Sam. Boxing man.
Hat trick. Three UDs.
Thank you. Pat.
I need to follow the pack. I have seen a bit, and I expect Alex Scotness to edge out this on UD.
Thank you, Pat. Jams.
5 in a row, bro. UD Scotney.
Thank you, Jams. Chance.
I hate to do this, but 6 in a row, man. Same as all the other guys.
You don't hate me. Just do what your heart says. Carl.
Yep, 7 in a row, UD.
Darren.
Ellie Scotney, UD. I was going to change that then, but
Oh, do you know that was a horrible. That was a horrible pause there, Dan. Ra.
Scotney UD. Come on. Even I'm not going to
That's the first time across the board. Right, let's move on to another undisputed. It should be anyway. It's Alicia Baumgartner's return. And she is United States boxer, 31 years of age, and orthodox, 15 wins, 7 inside the distance with the 1 defeat. She was last out in September of 24 with that no contest over Delphine Persoon. And her opponent this time is Jennifer Miranda from Spain, 38, orthodox, 12 wins, 1 inside the distance. She is undefeated. She was last out in October last year with a 10-round unanimous decision win over Teresa Almango, who was 9-1-3. Back to you, Hakan. Has Baumgartner come back to a winning return?
I think that Alicia Baumgartner wins by UD here.
UD, thank you, Hakan. SWS.
Baumgartner, UD.
Thank you, young Sam. Brett the boxing man.
Fancy a knockout. Baumgardner TKO.
Baumgardner for the knockout, DG Pat.
I will follow Brett here. TKO.
Baumgardner for the knockout. Jams.
I've got the bomb for UD.
Can you just confirm that for the people at home?
Yeah, Alicia Baumgartner, unanimous decision.
Thank you very much, Jams. Chance.
Baumgartner TKO.
Baumgardner knockout. Carl.
Yeah, I'm going with my Canadian friend, TKO Baumgartner.
Baumgardner knockout. We're loving
Canadian
it.
on the show.
She's going to put on a show. Darren, what do you see?
Baumgartner UD.
UD for Baumgardner and Ra.
Baumgardner TKO. There's very lax drug testing on
the
him.
knockout. Right. Let's move on to the super middleweights. And it's the return of Savannah Marshall, the IBF 168-pound champion from Great Britain. She's 13 wins. She's got 10 inside the distance with the 1 defeat. She was last out in July of 2023 with the majority decision win over Franchon Dizon Cruz, 8-1-0 at the time. Her opponent is Shadiza Green, 35 years of age, 15 wins, 11 sided distance with the 1 defeat. She was last out in November last year with a split decision win over Melinda Watpool, who was 7-0-0 at the time. Hakan Savannah Marshall is back in action. What do you see?
Savannah Marshall, UD.
Thank you, Hakan. SWS.
Marshall UD.
Marshall UD. Boxing man.
Marshall UD.
Marshall UD. Pat.
Make it for Marshall UD.
Thank you, Pat. Jams.
Yes, make the sound guy again, but Savannah Marshall, unanimous decision. You can hear me.
I think you're cracking up there, mate. Chance.
Marshall SD.
Turn it back on.
Marshall SD. Thank you. Carl.
Marshall UD.
Marshall UD. Thank you. Darren.
Marshall UD.
Thank you, Darren. And finally, Ra.
Green TKO.
Go! Green for the knockout. He's gone for a splitter. You need it, mate. I know it's a gamble. You need it. I get it. Right, let's move it on. It's a replacement fight for Sharetta Metcalf. It's Shanika Johnson. And what a replacement for the bantamweight title unified fight. Shanika Johnson, 30-year-old Australian Orthodox, 17 wins, 7 inside the distance with the 2 defeats. She was last out in March of this year with that TKO win over Nina Hughes, who was 6-1-0. Her opponent is the IBF champ, Sharetta Metcalf, 40-year-old Orthodox from the USA with 14 wins, 2 inside the distance with the 4 defeats and the 1 draw. Last out in October last year with a UD win over Mio Yoshida, 17-4-0 for that title. Defense. Back to you, Hakan.
I'm going for Shanika Johnson, UD.
Shanika Johnson, UD. Thank you, mate. SWS.
I'm going to go for the upset. Metcalf SD.
Metcalf for the split decision. Boxing man.
I want Metcalf to do it, but it's a UD the other way for me. Johnson.
Johnson, UD. Thank you very much indeed. Pat.
I follow Brett. Juvenix UD.
Shanika Johnson, UD. Jams. Can you hear us, Jams?
I can just about hear you, mate. Just about. Can you hear me? I've got Shane Metcalf split decision.
Shane Metcalf, split decision. Thank you, Jams. Chance.
I'm going with Metcalf SD.
Metcalf for another split decision. It's 3-3. We're moving to Carl.
Johnson UD.
Johnson for the UD. Darren.
Johnson UD.
Thank you, mate. And Ra,
Metcalf UD.
Metcalf by unanimous decision. James, if you can just mute yourself there for a second, son, so you don't get any feedback. Right, let's move on to the next fight. And it's Chantel Cameron against Jessica Kamara for the WBC interim super lightweight title. Chantel Cameron, 34-year-old Brett Orthodox, 20 wins, 8 inside the distance with the 1 defeat. She was last out in November last year with a 10-round unanimous decision win over Patricia Burkholt, who was 17-1-0. Jessica Kamara, she's 37. She's from Canada. Orthodox, 14 wins, 3 inside the distance with the 4 defeats and the 1 draw. She was last out in January this year with a technical draw against Caroline Dubois. Back to you, Håkan. Can Kamara pull off another upset?
No chance. Chantel Cameron, TKO.
Chantel Cameron knockout for Håkan, the league leader, SWS.
You Mike.
Yes, it.
Cameron UD.
Cameron UD, thank you, Sam. Brett the boxing man.
I'm same as Håkan here. I fancy a TKO for Cameron.
Thank you, Brett. Pat.
I need to follow Håkan on this one also. TKO, Chantel Cameron.
Knockout for Chantel. James.
You're on
mute.
You're on mute, James.
Chantel Cameron, UD.
Chantel Cameron, UD. Thank you, James. Chance.
Cameron, TKO.
Cameron for the knockout. Carl.
Cameron TKO.
Cameron for the knockout. Darren.
Cameron UD.
Cameron UD. Thank you. And Ra.
Cameron UD.
Cameron UD. Taking the seat.
It'll be a long night, isn't it? It'll be a long night.
That's going to be a great card. Great card, that. You know, them 5 fights and on. Right, let's move it on to some men's action. And it's for the WBC lightweight title between Shakur Stevenson and William Zepeda, the much anticipated interim versus champion. It's Shakur Stevenson, 28-year-old southpaw from America with 23 wins, 11 inside the distance. He is unbeaten. He was last out in February of this year with a TKO win in the 9th round over Josh Badley, who was 15-0-0. His opponent, William Zepeda, 29-year-old Mexican southpaw with 33 wins, 27 by big way knockout, and he's undefeated. Last out in March of this year with the majority decision win over Tevin Farmer, 12 rounds, 33-7-1 at the time. Håkan, well, what do you see?
I'm going for Shakur Stevenson, wide UD.
Wide UD, says Håkan. What does SWS say?
I'm saying Shakur UD.
Shakur UD. What about the Brett the boxing man?
Shakur's going to throw 2 fingers up at Turkey and put on an absolute clinic and box. UD.
UD. Thank you, Brett. Pat.
4 in a row here. Shakur UD. And why?
Wow, no love for the 1,000-puncher fight, Zepeda. Jams.
TKO.
Shakur. He's gone for the knockout. He sees pillow hands as having the knockout chance. What does Chance say by chance?
Shakur is one of the most boring fighters to watch, but he's still going to win by UD, I think.
Thank you, Chance. What does Carl say?
Stevenson UD in a ball fest.
And Darren?
Shakur Stevenson UD.
And I come to Ra with the greatest of haste.
Shakur TKO.
He's gone for
this overrated volume puncher.
Right. Well, thanks, gentlemen, for that. That is unanimous across the board. Right. Moving on. Another title fight for the WBC Hunt Super Lightweight belt between Alberto Puello for the Dominican Republic against Subriel Matias from Puerto Rico. Puello, 30-year-old southpaw, 24 wins, 10 inside the distance. He's unbeaten. Last out in March this year with a split decision win over Sander Martin, who was 42-3-0 at the time. Subriel Matias, orthodox, 22 wins, 22 by way of knockout, 2 defeats, and last out in March as well with a TKO in the 8th round over Gabriel Valenzuela. What do you see, Håkan? Puello Matias.
Subriel Matias and TKO.
Wow. Knockout for Matias. What does Sam say?
Puyo SD. He's the king of SDs.
Puello by split decision. He knows how to win them on a split, says Sam. Boxing man.
Puello UD.
Puello for the UD. Pat.
Subriel Matias TKO.
The Swedish know something in this fight. Both of them have gone for knockouts. Jams. What's Jams put? Puello by UD. This is the quietest Jams has ever been. This is great.
Great, isn't it? Loving it.
Sorry, I'm not running joking.
Can't make that out, sorry.
Chance, what are you saying, man?
I got Matias TKO.
Matias by knockout. What does Carl say?
Yeah, same as my Canadian friend Brett.
Brett, UD. Brett went UD for.
Puello UD.
Yeah,
UD. Just to confirm that. Thank you.
Yeah,
Karen.
Puello UD.
Yeah.
Puello by UD. And Ra?
Matias TKO.
Matias by knockout. Well, it's one or the other. That fight is going to separate you guys. No doubt about that. Let's move on to a super middleweight fight between Hamza Shiraz of Great Britain, 26 orthodox, 21 wins, 17 inside the distance with a 1 draw. He was last out in February with that draw against Carlos Adames, 24 and 1 at the time, the champion. Edgar Berlanga, Puerto Rico, 28 orthodox, 23 wins, 18 inside the distance with that 1 defeat to you know who. Last out in March with a TKO win in the first round against Jonathan Ortiz, who was 20-0 and 1. Shiraz Berlanga, gentlemen. Håkan.
Berlanga MD, majority decision.
Berlanga by majority decision. Interesting. SWS.
Been debating this one for a while, but I'm going to edge to Berlanga by SD.
A split decision to Berlanga. Boxing man.
Hamza UD.
Hamza by UD. Here we go. Pat.
Berlanga will take out late stoppage on Hamza Shiraz TKO for Berlanga.
Berlanga with a knockout. Thank you, Jams.
Shiraz TKO, bro.
He's back. Shiraz with a knockout. Chance.
Berlanga TKO.
Berlanga with a knockout. Oh, they're all over the place, these gentlemen tonight. Carl.
Hamza TKO.
Oh, this is going to be a great fight by the looks of things. Darren.
Berlanga TKO.
And not a Berlanga TKO. And Ra, round it off.
Shiraz UD.
Shiraz by UD.
So we're nice and split there, aren't we, neutral as well?
We are absolutely. It's 5 against 4. Absolute tremendous stuff. Right, let's move on to flyweight. What is it? Superfly between Eric Padello, 29-year-old Mexican, southpaw, 17 wins, 8 inside the distance. He is unbeaten. He was last out in November of last year with an 8th round unanimous decision win over Miguel Herrera. His opponent is Gerardo Zapati.
Shouldn't it be Morel Cassius first, bro?
Yeah, it's Morel, innit?
Oh, Sorry, I do apologise. I'm looking at the wrong fight. Well done, gentlemen.
Just seeing if we're awake, aren't you, neutral? Just seeing if we're awake.
Yeah, we'll save that one for the next fight. It's David Morrell. You're quite right. 175-pound fight between him and Imam Katayev, who's been in the news today for nefarious reasons. But the truth will come out in due course. David Morrell, 27-year-old Cuban southpaw, 11 wins, 9 inside the distance with the 1 defeat. He was last out, obviously, with that defeat in February to David Benavidez. Imam Katayev, Australian, 30, orthodox, 10 wins, 9 inside the distance. Last out in March with a UD win over 10 rounds against Derval Palazzi. Palazzi, whatever his name is, 14-3-0 at the time. So, is Morrell Katayev, is it on? B, who you got, Håkan?
David Morrell Jr. TKO.
A knockout for David Morrell. SWS.
Morrell UD.
Morrell UD. Boxing man.
Morrell TKO.
Morrell TKO. Pat.
We have 2 knockout machines in front of us, so Morrell TKO.
Morrell by knockout. Thank you. Jams.
Morrell unanimous decision.
Morrell by UD. Chance.
Morrell UD.
Morrell UD. Thank you. Carl.
Morrell TKO.
Thank you very much, Carl. Darren.
Morrell UD.
Morrell UD. And Ra.
Morrell TKO.
Morrell by knockout. Right. Across the board, unanimous there. Now let's now move on to the Badillo fight. Badillo, 29-year-old Mexican southpaw with 17 wins, 8 inside the distance. He's unbeaten. As I said, he was last out in November with the 8-round UD win over Miguel Herrera. His opponent, Gerardo Zapati, Nicaraguan, 30 southpaw, 15 wins, 5 inside distance, 2 defeats, 1 draw. Last out in March with a 10-round UD win over Isaiah Villas, who was 21-3-4 at the time. Back to you, Håkan. Badillo and Zapata.
Badillo UD.
Badillo UD. SWS.
Yeah, I agree with Hawken. UD.
Thank you, Sam. Brett.
Yeah, 3 in a row.
Thank you, Brett. Pat.
4 in a row.
Thank you, Pat. Jams.
Five in a row.
Badillo UD. Chance.
Make it 6 in a row.
Thank you, Chance. Carl.
Make it 7.
And Darren.
Badillo UD.
And Ra.
Why did you say 8?
Badillo UD.
Badillo UD. Thank you, Ra. Guys, unanimous across the board once again. Let's move on to Jonathan Fierro at super featherweight. 22-year-old Mexican, 18 wins, 16 inside distance with the 1 defeat. Last out in March, where he was disqualified in the 6th round against Alexis Torres, who was 13-9-1. His opponent is Leobardo Quintana, 22-year-old Mexican, 11 wins, 5 inside the distance. He's unbeaten. Last out in May with a 4th round TKO win over Pedro Delgado, 12-13-1 at the time. Håkan.
Fierro TKO.
Fierro knockout. Thank you. Sam.
Fierro TKO.
Thank you, Sam. Brett the boxing man.
Fierro TKO.
Thank you, Brett. To Pat.
We move it 4 in a row here then.
4 in a row. Thank you, Pat. Jams. Fierro knockout. Thank you, Jams. Chance.
Fierro TKO.
Fierro TKO. Thank you, Carl.
Same.
Thank you, Carl. And Darren.
Yep, same.
Thank you, Darren. And Ra.
Quintana split decision.
I knew it. I knew it. He couldn't hold out for long. I love it, mate.
Oh, you're a big tease.
Absolutely great stuff. Right, let's move it on to the penultimate fight between Jesus Valdez of Mexico. He's 25-year-old Orthodox, 23 wins, 16 inside the distance with the 2 defeats. Last out in March with a UD win over 10 rounds over Eric Robles Ayala, 16-2-0 at the time. His opponent is Augustin Balbueno, Mexico, 13 wins, 5 inside the distance, 4 defeats, 1 draw. Last out in June of last year with a 10-round UD win over Jose Terran, who was 13-2-0 at the time. Jesus Valdez versus Augustin Balbuena. How can I come to you?
Valdez, TKO.
Valdez by knockout. Thank you. SWS.
Valdez knockout.
Thank you, Sam. Brett, the boxing man.
Valdez knockout.
Thank you, Brett. Pat.
Start looking like a shit show. 4 in a row.
The point splitters have all been in the previous fights. You were bound to agree sometime. Jams.
TKO for Valdez.
TKO. I forgot about him. Right. Chance.
Valdez, TKO.
Wow. Could this be the apart from Rahi Quintana? Carl, what do you say?
Valdez, UD.
Valdez by UD. Could be the extra 2 points there. Darren.
Valdez, UD.
Oh, for God's sake, that's one.
And Ra.
Keep the faith.
I'm only playing Daz.
Valdez, UD.
Definitely wrong.
Thank you, Ra. Thank you. Right, let's move on to the final fight of Fight Week 13 for League One. And this is between Jose Cervantes, 22-year-old Mexican, 13 wins, 6 inside the distance, and 2 defeats. Last out in May of this year with a 3rd-round TKO win over Luis Suarez, who was 23-1 at the time. His bantamweight opponent is Gohan Garcia. He's 24-year-old Mexican. He's moving up from 112 pounds. 18 wins, 3 inside the distance, 3 defeats, 1 draw. Last out in April with a TKO win in the 4th round over Jose Torres, who was 15-9-0 at the time. Interesting fight. Hokan, to round it off, Fight Week 13, Cervantes or Garcia?
Cervantes, UD.
Thank you, Hokan, for your final prediction. Sam?
Cervantes, UD.
Thank you, Sam, for your final one. Brett, the boxing man.
Yeah, we're all holding hands for these last picks. Same.
Come on, DJ, back it up. 4 fingers up.
We got some Tucky vibes going on here. We're holding hands. DJ Pat.
4 in a row. UD, Cervantes.
Here we go. Jams, what you putting? Cervantes, UD. Thank you, Jams. You absolute sheep today. Just a joke, big man. Chance, they're all sheep.
Cervantes, SD.
Right, we finally got a difference of opinion. Garcia, is he unbeaten? No, he's not. This guy might have a chance. Who knows? Carl.
Yeah, Cervantes, UD, unfortunately.
Okay, then. And Darren?
Cervantes, SD.
Cervantes by split. He follows Chance. Thank you, Darren, for your final prediction. And Ra, to round it off.
Cervantes, UD.
Cervantes, UD. Right, the producer's having a nightmare today. He's got Brett the boxing man in his. There you are. Give us a big thumbs up, Brett. There he is. Look at that. Oh, look at that. We've even got special effects here on Red Corner Boxing. Courtesy of Brett the boxing man. That's fantastic. Look, guys, thank you for joining me. Give us your time once again for Fight Week 13. You know all of them by name by now. Here on Red Corner Boxing. It's the Fabulous 9 that they're here in League One. But 2 have got to go down. Will it be Darren? Will it be Ra? Or will it be the others dragged down into that relegation battle as we go down to the last 7 weeks? Gentlemen, thank you. Good luck for this weekend. This program sponsored by EvenStories.com for all your local nationwide needs, and also Octagon Blog. There they are. Great jacket makers. Check them out on X. Is there anything you like? Give the man a shout himself. My name's Mr. Neutral. This is Fight Week 13. We'll see you at 8 o'clock for League 2. Bye-bye for now. Are we still live? Yes, Jams. We're still live.